this is Wendy from Smiles and Swirls, and I like doing watercolors in my art journal. I'll show you a few things here. So I'm going to show you, I really love doing like blobs of color and then drawing in it. So I'm going to show you that today. I think I have one more there. So I'm going to show you how to do that kind of style today, and I'm just going to do it right in my journal. And this is a Jane Davenport journal, so it has good watercolor, like paper that's good for watercolor. So if you're doing this at home, then just use paper that you would use for watercolor. And I have a flat brush, and I'm going to dip it in clean water and dab it on my paper towel, and then I'm just gonna get some color on my brush. I'm gonna stick to colors that mix well together. So I'm gonna do some pinks, and it's just swirling your brush in on the paper. Super fun to do this. And get my brush wet again, and I'm gonna get like a darker color. Let's do it kind of similar. And then I'm thinking about color as I'm doing this. I want to kind of have a mix of different colors and different sizes because I'm thinking I'm going to make these into flowers later. I want some small, some big. I'm just swirling my brush, not really dipping into the water. I'm going to do some darker purples. There we go, and if they go into each other, it's okay. Okay, I feel like I need to break this up with some other colors, so maybe some lights. I'm gonna do some blues. And that's pretty. Yep. And another blue over here. It's okay if they run into each other. Makes it pretty. These two are kind of pooling here, so I'm gonna get my paper towel and just sop up some of that water. Make some cool effects as well. I feel like I need more blue. Oh, that's nice and bright. That one didn't have as much water on it, so if you don't want them to seep into each other, then you can make sure your brush is a little drier, like I'm doing now. Let's get some more of that hot pink over here. Yeah, so now my brush is more dry. I'm overlapping. There's some of them. That one needs to be brighter. There we go. Pretty swirly your brush. Let's do a bigger blue one, overlapping a bunch over here. I'm just trying to mix up the colors so that we have a good range. So I have purples and pinks. I'm gonna just go over this purple one again so it's sort of showing up more. I just find this so relaxing to do. Super fun. Great, I think I'm gonna leave it like that and let it dry. Bye. Back again. So this is fairly dry. So now I'm gonna do a bit of a background, and I'm gonna do green because I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna make these all into flowers. So I'm just getting some green palette. And then I'm just gonna have a light green and a darker green, just for variety, like so. And then I'm just gonna fill in. Now I'm not gonna wet my brush too much. I'm just gonna put a little bit of water. And then I'm gonna pick up that color because I don't want it to bleed into my circles. To be quite careful. Yeah, I think I like that sort of darker, and it's just a background, so I don't want to activate these blobs now. just to make them stand out more. I'm just using the side of my brush, but you can also use a thinner brush. Probably be easier. Sometimes I tend to just pick up a brush and then keep using the same one, but sometimes it's better to switch. Get a little bit more color on my brush. Picked up a bit of purple there, but that's okay. Still makes it pretty. There you go. Hey there. So this is totally dry. Don't be impatient with this part because if it's wet, you might ruin some of your markers. But I'm gonna go over it now. I'm gonna make some flowers with markers. So I have different ones. I have this micron one that's super thin, and I have a Pitt pen. I've got some Tombos. I just have a whole range. These ones are from Art Minds. I like them because they have a double. One's really thin and one's really thick. And I'm just gonna go over the I'm gonna make flowers now. So I'm gonna look at the blobs and see what it looks like. This to me looks like it already has sort of a nice center there. So I'm gonna start with that. And you can also do this just with a black marker too, if you want. This one seems like, I'm just kind of gonna look at the shapes now and think about what it looks like. Or what kind of flower I think would look good in there. And I'm just gonna doodle some flowers now. Super fun. Make it more interesting. There. This one I'm gonna use sort of thin. You can also vary the thin and thick. Oh, that wasn't working. Yep, that one doesn't want to work. I think we're gonna have to go thick with this one. That's okay. And then this one looks like it's underneath the other one, so I'm just gonna make sure I go underneath with it. I kind of like it because I'm making it swirl this way a little bit. You could also just do designs inside of here, which would be pretty. I won't want to do flowers today. There we go. Do some black in the middle there. I'm just gonna keep going with my doodles. So I drew a whole bunch of different kinds of flowers, and it's nice to have variety like this. And now I'm going to use a green marker, and I'm just going to add some fun sort of patterns in here. Don't necessarily have to attach to the flowers. Some fun, different kinds of leaves and greenery. But really, just have fun with something like this. Just explore different textures and patterns. Super easy. Just gonna have some leaves in here. Can also have some swirls. Can do different leaves of different shapes. Makes it fun as well. I kind of like that this is super thin, and so like a flower this big wouldn't normally be on top of such a thin stalk, but I kind of like the look of it. Then I'll just do some swirlies coming out. Some patterns in here. You could also do some like circles. I also have a jelly marker that's white, so I'm gonna add some more details inside of here. I always like to finish with the white, so you can get a lot of cool details. I always say like all the extra little details you add at the end of your painting makes it more spectacular. This is all done. So you can see that I did all kinds of swirls and leaves and circles in the background. I added some white gel pen in some of the flowers, added some dots. I just doodled all over the page and it's super fun. So I hope you enjoy. Bye.